The main objective of accounting is to keep a systematic record of financial transactions, which helps the users to understand the day-to-day transactions in a systematic manner so as to gain knowledge about overall business. The business needs accounting because it provides information on business operations. The main role of accounting is to provide information about business wealth, financial positions, and results of operations. Moreover, accounting also provides protection to business property from unjustified and unwarranted use. Information about the above matters helps the proprietor in assuring that the funds of the business are not necessarily kept idle or underutilized. Another objective of accounting is that it helps in ascertaining the net profit earned or loss suffered on account of carrying the business, which is done by keeping a proper record of all books of accounts with respect to revenues and expenses of a particular period. In addition, the accounting also helps the businessman to know about his financial position. This objective is served by the balance sheet or position statement. The balance sheet is a statement of assets and liabilities of the business on a particular date. It serves as a tool for ascertaining the financial health of the business. Furthermore, accounting also helps in the collection, analysis, and reporting of information at the required points of time to the required levels of authority in order to facilitate rational decision making. Last but not least, accounting is that it can be defined as accounting functions as an information system for collecting and communicating economic information about the business enterprise. This information helps the management in taking appropriate decisions. The importance of accounting to the business is it plays a vital role in running a business because it helps you track income and expenditures, ensure statutory compliance, and provide investors, management, and government with quantitative financial information which can be used in making business decisions. The three main functions of accounting, which are planning, control, and decision making. The planning is short-term and long-term of the entity. Moreover, the control is day-to-day activities of the entity to achieve short-term and long-term planning. Lastly, the decision making is used information to make the best decisions about the entity's activities to ensure that the planning is achieved. For example, whether to increase or decrease the number of employees, add more branch, buy or sell assets, increase or decrease advertising costs, or and the sale of unprofitable goods. To ensure that these functions run well, the business must review and rely on accounting data. They won't be able to use accounting data if they don't understand it. For example, if the businessman receives a letter written in Mandarin that he cannot understand, it is meaningless to him. As a result, if the businessman wants to use accounting information to assist he in carrying out your responsibilities to the entity, he must first learn accounting language. Next, we also have prepared a journal for Alpha Design Company, which is Alpha Design Sdn Bhd Journal. This journal is used to record any money inflows and outflows in October. The owner invested 600,000 ringgit in cash and computer equipment on 1st October, with the cash amounting to 500,000 ringgit and the computer equipment amounting to 100,000 ringgit. As a result, the owner's total credit is 600,000 ringgit. The company was paid cash for office space rent on 2nd October. As a result, the company must pay 15,000 ringgit in credit. However, on 4th October, the company purchased equipment on credit. As a result, the company will have to pay 12,000 ringgit in credit. On the 8th of October, the company got paid cash for the complete service. As a consequence, the credit for this description totals 32,000 ringgit. The company also complete service to a credit debtor on the 10th of October. Consequently, the total credit amount is 27,000 ringgit. Therefore, on 12th October, the company was bought equipment by cash. As the result, the company will have to pay 8,000 ringgit in credit. In addition, the company was paid assistance wages on cash on 15th October. Indirectly, the total credit amount is 6,200 ringgit. On the other hand, the company collected the debt in cash on the 18th of October, but it was in credit with 15,000 ringgit at the date. On the 25th of October, the company additionally paid cash to settle the liability purchased on the 4th of October with a credit of 12,000 ringgit in cash. On the 28th of October, the company's owner withdrew cash for personal use with a credit of 500 ringgit. On the 30th of October, the company complete service and received partial payment in cash. As a result, the company will receive 800,000 ringgit in credit for the service. Finally, on 31st October, the company paid an assistance pay in cash, but the account was in credit with 700 ringgit at the time. The company also received an electricity and water bill on the same day, but credited the accurate expenses for the electricity account of 1,800 ringgit and the water account of 3,800 ringgit.
Post to the ledger account. Total use of cash for October equal to Rm 42,400. Therefore, the company is still having the balance of Rm 544,600 cash in hand to be carried down to next month on debit side. The total of computer equipment account for October equal to Rm 100,000. The total of capital owner account for October equal to Rm 600,000. Rm 15,000 brought forward from 31st of October 2020 in rent account. The total of equipment account for October equal to Rm 20,000. This creditors account has been closed due to the cash paid to settle the equipment purchase on 4th of October 2020. The total of service account for October equal to Rm 139,000. Debtor account having the balance of Rm 52,000 to be carried forward to the 1st November of 2020 on debit side. The total of wages account for October equal to Rm 6,200. The total of drawing owner account for October equal to Rm 500. The total of salary account for October equal to Rm 700. The total of electricity account and accrued expenses electricity account are Rm 1,800. The total of water account and accrued expenses water account are Rm 3,800. Prepare the statement of profit and loss. Operation expenses consist of rent, cost Rm 15,000, wages Rm 6,200, salary Rm 700, electricity bill Rm 1,800, water bill Rm 3,800. Total of operation expenses Rm 27,500. Gross profit consists of service Rm 139,000 minus to the operation expenses Rm 22,700 equal to the net profit cost Rm 111,500. Prepare the trial balance. First, we insert capital into credit Rm 600,000, equipment on debit RM 20,000, cash on debit RM 444,600, computer equipment on debit RM 100,000, debtor on debit RM 52,000, electricity RM 1,800 on debit, water on debit RM 3,800, accrued expenses electricity on credit RM 1,800, accrued expenses water on credit RM 3,800, rent on debit RM 15,000, service on credit RM 139,000, wages RM 6,200 on debit, salary on debit RM 700, drawing on debit RM 500. Total for both sides on debit and credit are RM 744,600. Prepare the balance sheet statement. Fixed asset, computer equipment RM 100,000 plus equipment RM 20,000 equal to RM 120,000. Current asset, which is debtor, cost RM 52,000 plus cash RM 544,600 equal to RM 569,000. Accrued expenses electricity, cost RM 1,800. Accrued expenses water RM 3,800. Total both are RM 5,600. Current asset RM 596,600 minus current liabilities RM 5,600 equal to RM 591,000. Working capital, then plus to fixed asset RM 120,000 equal to RM 711,000. Finance by capital, balance on 1st of November RM 6,000. Add to net profit RM 111,500 minus drawing RM 500 equal to RM 711,000. The usefulness of the statement of profit and loss. First, to show company's revenue and expenditure over a specific period of time, usually over one fiscal year. Number 2, can summarize the revenue, costs and expenses incurred during a specific period of time. The third usefulness is to meet statutory obligation. The statement helped in arriving at figures required for filing statutory tax return. Fourth, for making decision, it gave a clear picture of whether the company's operation are resulting in profit or a loss after taking into account all the related expenditure. The usefulness of the balance sheet statement. First, it gives interested parties an idea of the company's financial position. Number 2, displaying what the company owns and owes. Number 3, be a tool to analyze the impact of periodic change in financial condition, either futuristically or historically each year. Be a medium to analyze the liquidity of a business. Number 4, very important for parties like supplier, investor, competitor and customer to know the company's position, company's strength and company's weakness. For the conclusion, first, we have learned that a journal is original book of entries in which we record first time all business transaction. Number 2, all transactions are recorded on the basis of receipt or bill, so we can check authenticity of each journal entries with their bill. Number 3, there is minimum chance to avoid any particular transaction because in journal transactions are recorded date basis. Number 4, a profit and loss statement provided information about whether a company can generate profit by increasing revenue, reducing costs, or both. The usefulness of the balance sheet is to reveal the financial status of a business as of a specific point in time. Number 5, trial balance provide a good check on the accuracy of the work done in preparing the ledger account. When the total of the debit balance agree with the total of credit, balance, it is quite a good proof that the ledger account have been correctly written up. The advantages of a ledger are as follows. First, it collects information. Second, it shows the financial position at any given point in time. Lastly, it helps in maintaining classified account. Thank you. That's all from our group.